Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. This is ArtsAlive. I'm Lynda Philippi, and my guests today are Kristen Stoller and Amanda Riley of the Chehalem Valley Dance Academy. They are opening their own new studio here in McMinnville, so welcome.
Thank you.
Now, I realize that Chehalem Valley's been around a long time, the Dance Academy, but to tell you the truth, I guess I always thought you'd been in Newburgh all these years.
Yes,
So,
we have been in Newburgh for 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
And we started our satellite location here out of the ballroom 7 years ago with 1 day a week, only a few classes, knowing that further down the road our goal was to have our own studio, our own space, you know, not renting. And so we did that for a couple of years, and then we moved into the gallery theater space 2 years ago. And then opportunity came up, and we were able to get a location we really like on 2nd and Evans.
Okay.
And so we did some renovating, and now on Monday we'll have our classes there.
Fabulous. Okay. And so, Amanda, I understand that you're a new instructor with the studio, but a former student.
Yes.
Okay.
I used to teach there when I was in high school. I taught pre-ballet, and then I moved to Los Angeles right after high school and started dancing there and working and living there and teaching at studios. And then Kristen asked me to come work at the studio, and I was like, I'm ready to come home, and I just drove right up.
So you had enough of LA, huh?
Yes, I definitely did.
Okay, good. Well, that's great. So now it's out of your system, and you can be happy here.
Yes.
Perfect. So you want to talk about then what are your specialties? What do you offer?
Well, Chehalem Valley Dance Academy's motto has always been dance skills are life skills, and that means we really focus on building work ethic, confidence, perseverance, teamwork, all through a wide variety of classes, because we don't want to miss any kids. So we offer ballet, tap, jazz, hip-hop, tumbling, musical theater, point, all of it. And so our program in McMinnville is another expansion of what we've been offering in Newburgh. That way we're able to reach out to as many kids as we can. We talk a lot about goal setting, perseverance. We have a performing company that does competitions, and then we also have recreational kids who are, 2 and 3 years old coming in once a week. So we have quite a spectrum of what we feel are our specialties, but the real difference about CVDA is the emphasis on being a good person and a good leader and giving back to the community.
Let me just ask you a question, because I have an 11-year-old grandson. Do you do boys?
We do.
Yeah?
We actually have 20 boys this year.
Really? Okay.
Which is pretty amazing.
What do the boys tend to gravitate to?
Tumbling's a big one.
Okay.
Hip-hop, of course, and then tap. We have definitely had, we have a nutcracker, and we've had male nutcracker, cavalier and princes and rat kings and that sort of thing. So there are a few teens that will do it. Primarily, we've noticed an influx in the 4 to 6 year old age for boys. A lot more parents that are really into their kids getting positive movement and expressing themselves.
Sure, yeah. Well, and it's interesting because the guest who was on just prior to you, and you were here listening to her, and she was talking about doing art for preschoolers and art in the classrooms, because art is not, really offered in the classrooms anymore. Well, certainly dance and PE has, I think, really fallen by the wayside too. I remember being in high school 300 years ago in the 70s, okay, and this was in California. But we did this class called rhythmic gymnastics. Oh, and we had the little dorky baton.
Yes.
And the song that we were doing it to? I feel the earth move under my feet. Carole King. I mean, that's how long ago it was, but it was the most fun.
Oh,
I just
so
loved
fun.
that. And then, it went away and it was field hockey. Like,
yes.
Are you
kidding
me?
Yes.
And so I think if there's more things that are, dance appeals to everybody, really.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you're doing this.
Absolutely.
And then, is it so? It's obviously a full spectrum studio, and you offer classes evenings, probably after school evenings for the kids.
We do, and we are expanding even more now that we have our own space. We also have 2 rooms, which allows us to schedule more conveniently for parents with kids that are different ages. One can drop off and take this class while another one takes this. Also, for our performing company and pre-professional training, it allows them to stay for 3 to 4 hours and get different instructors. You know, 'cause before we're really limited with 1 room. So the 2 rooms really maximizes their training. And then we have really strong instructors. Obviously, Amanda is someone that we were able to watch grow up, but then she went on to grow and expand her training in Los Angeles to a point where we're so thrilled to have her teach at the studio and bring her experience coming from a small town, going off and pursuing her dreams, again back into that like kind of career counseling, and that way that the kids in town here feel special, not just like anyone's teaching a dance class.
No, it's Miss Amanda from Los Angeles.
Yeah, exactly.
Fabulous, with a little glitter in her hair, you know. Star showgirl, yeah. I know. So you'll get to do the 4-hour marathons, right?
Yes. I'm going to be there pretty much every day, which I'm really excited about because, I mean, I love dancing at the studio growing up, and I'm happy to be back. A lot of the girls, not in McMinnville location, but our other location, a lot of the girls remember me because we used to be at the studio at the same time. So it's nice to be back home, and the CVDA has always been a really great environment. So I'm just happy to be back in a positive place.
That's good. Now, what about summertime? So I'm assuming that there's probably going to be like more daytime offerings for summer, because
we do camps during the summer.
Okay.
So we keep a weekly class schedule. You know, we don't feel that just because school's out, the kids don't, you know, need to do something on a regular basis or a schedule. We feel like there's a real benefit to that,
right?
Especially when you have like a clear structure and expectations. So what we do is we add fun things like princess camps, where the the girls get to dress up and do tea parties, and then we also get to offer more intense, dance intensives where the kids will come in the morning for 3 hours and then they'll go home and they come back for class, and like if you were doing a sport, like a daily double kind of feeling.
Right.
And
without the wind sprints and the bleachers.
Yeah, with more fun and stretching and stuff.
Right, exactly.
So yeah, we definitely offer more, and with our new location, we want to see what McMinnville needs and wants. I think that there's some homeschool kids that maybe could use an activity.
I was thinking about that too, yeah.
Yeah, and we're sharing a space with 4 Elements. They're doing bar classes and yoga and Pilates and a bunch of other fun things. So our space is going to be hopping and busy.
And you're in the former Parnassus books. So right there then on 2nd
and Evans.
And Evans, okay.
Yes.
Perfect. That's great. That's a pretty good sized space.
It is. We have 2 nice sized studios, and we did a lot of renovating, a lot of weekend warrior, blood, sweat, that sort of thing, family.
Well, especially, if the yoga is going to be in there as well.
Yeah. Okay. It'll be great. And the 2 parking lots right there, like it's really an ideal location that families can feel comfortable with.
There's definitely a lot of parking across the street at the church.
Yes.
So, are you going to do an open house, or are you doing a soft opening or a big opening, or what are you doing?
We're doing an open house.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's going to be huge, or we're just opening our doors to the community on
a little
Thursday.
Wine, a little cheese.
Yeah,
there we go.
A little wine, a little cheese, a little tour.
Yeah, see who comes. Okay.
Exactly, and we want the space to feel like it's a community space. So
sure,
we want everyone to come on Thursday. It's from 4 to 7.
Have fun. That's great.
Meet everyone.
Yeah, all the teachers will be there. So.
Okay, and then obviously they can find you on online and on Facebook and all the usual places, right?
Yes,
of course.
We are on Facebook often, as we are. We appeal to children,
right?
And so we have a couple of pages because they're into that, and on Instagram, and then of course on the internet. So
now, are you personally a dancer as well?
Yes, I am, and I have been doing it probably 25 years. I've been dancing and teaching for 13.
Okay.
And my passion really growing up here in McMinnville. I learned so many things that helped me in my career through dance, like hard work and perseverance and community service. Learned how to like brush my hair and do my makeup from dance. You know, a bunch of things that really do kind of help you in the long run. I thought you were going to say,
I learned how to brush my hair and do my makeup while driving. No. I was going to say, I learned that too. But then we don't talk about that anymore, right? It's the modern era. People are safe now, right?
So I really wanted to come back to an area and do what I did growing up and pass that on to kids in this area. So
just offer those same kinds of experiences that you really appreciated.
Yeah, so I couldn't be happier, more excited about moving this direction, and then having people like Amanda who share that same passion in this town. I'm excited to see what we can do.
Now, I was going to ask you this question. So you've obviously been in McMinnville long enough to have developed a following here, but you probably weren't offering as many classes as you offered in Newburgh.
Right.
So some of your people have been commuting all this time, which will be a lot more convenient for them. And then you'll still continue to offer the full complement of classes in Newburgh, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Our studio in Newburgh is twice the size, if not more, of students. There's 3 rooms. There's 6 staff members, and we've been operating, 2 extra days a week. Where here, we've had that limit.
Okay.
And one of the things really is more the outskirts. Our Yamhill people that were commuting to Newburgh, our Carltons, our Amity,
or Sheridan, or Willamina, which is a lot further to get.
Yes.
Getting through Dundee. As we all know, how fun
there's
that
some
is.
back ways, but yes.
Yeah, of course. But still, so you're really just doing an expansion, and it's not that you're moving the studio, that you're really expanding the whole company.
Yeah, because there are so many kids here still that have yet to find dance, and in Newburgh, parents don't really drive between Newburgh and McMinnville unless they have to. And for a while, McMinnville was sort of an intermediate level studio, and so once they got to a certain level, we'd filter them to Newburgh. Now we'll be able to offer the full gambit of training in McMinnville, which is something I'm excited about for sure.
So you do, I heard you say everything, and I also heard you say point, so you do ballet as well.
Yes.
Okay.
We do. It's been, the point is new because we haven't had the program to support it. You really have to be strong in order to be on point. And,
of course.
And so if you're just recreational, it wouldn't really be ethical of us to stick people on point shoes. So we're going to have the location with the space and the training to start. We do a benefit nutcracker in Newburgh, where every single ticket dollar goes to charity.
Oh, nice.
And our goal is to be able to do that here. As our ballet department grows, that's something we'll be doing. So.
Well, that's wonderful. Okay, so it sounds like you've got it all figured out, obviously, or you wouldn't be here today after 18 years of dance and dance instruction. What was the little thing that made you originally say, I want to open a dance studio? Like, take it from being a student and saying, gosh, this is fun, to saying, I really want to teach this and this is going to be my career.
Well, I think it was the leadership part of it. You get to, in dance, you get a lot of opportunities to either work alone or work in teams, to be an assistant at a really young age and have authority and help in the development of others' journeys, where I don't know where else you could experience that so young. And I also had a lot of strong leaders and mentors in dance. So it's something that really attracted me to it. Owning the studio would be more, I guess would lead towards my take it all on kind of, I want it to be my way sort of thing. But the reality is it can really be a happy place where we get to do more than just dance, where we get to do career development and the life skills part, and I think that's probably why.
Well, thank you so much. That's perfect. That's great, and I really appreciate you being here today, and I wish you all the success in the world.
Thank you, Lynda.